I watched a compilation of 105 different men obliterate.
Go watch that video. I know I'm late to the game on Super Bowl stuff. There were probably a bunch of videos I should have done that I didn't get to. Unfortunately, life happens and get busy and you miss out on stuff, but I'm going to do this one because I feel it's important. And she's got a point. Like, of all the videos of men smashing televisions, I saw somebody smash one in the backyard. It wasn't even in their TV. They didn't look drunk. Maybe they were. But you see that, and then you see, like, the mass event that took place after the Super Bowl, where a lot of people were unalived. Not a lot, but a few people were unalived, and a lot were injured. You see the rioting that happens in streets because of this. Like, I am not into football. I'm not a sports person, and to me, sports seems like an outdated thing at this point. Our kids aren't becoming athletes anymore. Like, they're just not. Your kid isn't going to Little League and then becoming a pro. That's kind of a bygone world, and if I really have to put my money on it, it's not that I don't know a lot about this topic. It's just that I don't like to put a lot of thought into it because, to me, it's a waste of time. If you want to see some of the best football games, best basketball games, college ball is where it's at, because those kids are working hard to try to get noticed to make it into where the money's at. But once they get the contracts, it's all a joke. And I've never understood the concept of these games. Like, the winner of a Super Bowl isn't the all-time winner. It just goes on to the next year, and then somebody else takes it, and that's it. Like, what is the point? When you realize it's just circular and a waste of time. And I understand what the excuse used to be. I understood that in the 80s and 90s, sports was a place for men to escape, where they could just get drunk and tune out while watching some competition. But most of the time, it's overweight guys that can't even play these games, that have their opinions on it, and they don't even realize these guys aren't really trying to play the game. They're just there to entertain for a paycheck is what it is. I mean, at this point, the level of competition in sports is the same as the level of competition between late night talk show hosts, right? Because it doesn't matter who wins. They're getting money either way. These guys are signed to contracts, so I don't get it. I'd be fine if sports all in itself just disappeared, if that entire industry went away. Let's be honest here. The Super Bowl has nothing to do with the sport. It's all about advertising, and has been for forever now. And I enjoy good ads, don't get me wrong. But she does have a point. The amount of men that probably have a domestic abuse side to them, paired with how they act their team losing, is really ridiculous. It is kind of this just point of when does this portion of men within our society just die off, right? Like, the same guys that watch the football are mainly the same guys who are just alcoholics, drive oversized pickup trucks, have no self-confidence, too much ego, and just waste everybody's time, and are combative and confrontational. Like, just the section of our society needs to be cut out and removed like a cancer that it is. It really is ridiculous. We'd be better off without that. I'm sure the comments on this video are going to be fun, but whatever. What are your thoughts? What would you like to see gone in terms of sports? All of it, some of it? If I'm going to have to watch something, if I'm going to be put in front of it, games used to be really enticing. They're just not anymore. But, foreign soccer has more excitement and draw to it at this point than American football and baseball. I mean, come on. American baseball is what? It's either Coca-Cola, or it's steroids, right? That's the two things with that. And what have we got with football in the last few years here? What, Deflategate, and then everybody pissed off because the Patriots won back to back to back? Like, all the crap and all the drama in it, it's just bored, uneducated men that need something to do, and that's kind of where it's at. And I get so tired of it. I love the talking heads, the ex-football players and the sportscasters that just back and forth, that just have that same, mouth agape draw, like, well, did you see that? And I just, it's the same thing, like, I think that the sportscaster commentary stuff should have died when Madden was out of things. Not to say I haven't enjoyed a few games here and there, but I would never pay the money it requires to go to see one. And I really think that televised sports and competitive sports as it is really a joke. I mean, let's look at it as a whole and see it's just a waste of time. And they're not able to pull the money from their fan base anymore they used to be. Advertisers are even wanting to spend less money. They still spend, but they're wanting to spend less money. And even the ads have kind of tanked. There were some good ones this year, but for the most part, they have not been good. The heyday of advertising during the Super Bowl is over. We're just not seeing the same amount of star power or the same level of enthusiasm, because now they're trying to actually target ads. During Super Bowls of years past, like maybe 10 years ago, they were really trying to just waste their advertising budget to get you to recognize their products. not that they're all great, because the atrocity that the baby puppy monkey thing was, God, if you remember that was awful. That was a really horrible year for some of those ads. But anyway, what are your thoughts, guys? And yeah, keep the comments good, because I'll be pruning them if they get too out of hand.